Hello there. Join me, a fractional general counsel, as I go and ride my bike to a meeting with a client in Printer's Alley in Nashville, Tennessee. Enjoy. Yes, if you look off in the distance, you will see that is my bus that I have missed. But, luckily, it's just a 12-minute wait until the next one. Even though it was just a short 12-minute wait, the sun was very hot, and I was regretting not bringing a hat or a handkerchief, but it gave me the opportunity to look at my bike a little bit. I've had this Bates Crate bike basket since college, 15 years at that, and it started to fall apart, and I was kind of talking here about how I've had to replace the screws and use some construction adhesive, and I think part of it has to do with the fact that my laptop being in there is heavy, and it was damaging it. And so I've been trying to experiment on an efficient and, more importantly, a quick way to attach my saddlebag to the back of my bike rack. I used these twisty ties, which I love, as a proof of concept that it would work and not damage it. And now I think I'm going to get some locking carabiners to hold it up. But anyway, I'm on the bus, and honestly, I love riding the bus. It's nice, it's cold, and you meet some interesting characters along the way. It truly is, even though I'm wearing headphones here, it truly is worth the time just to interact with some of the people that maybe you wouldn't normally interact with. It really is a fun time, and I love always being able to glance at my bike and make sure it's still there as we head downtown. Let's go. Fortunately, Printer's Alley is very close to the main bus terminal, so it's really easy to make this ride over And it's also, the elevation doesn't really change too much. The closer you get to Broadway, going, it's fine, but coming back, there can be some steep sections, especially on a hot day like this. I'm coming up on a large group of people, and very common in Nashville, especially in the tourist areas, and I just want to highlight that I do have a bell that I ring aggressively and also communicate to everyone on your left, on your right, turning left, going down the alley, which I did here, but as what's true with anything in life, it can be lost in translation sometimes, but it worked out well. I love Printer's Alley, though. It is my favorite spot. Skull's Rainbow Room that I'm passing right now has some really good steaks. Blues Boogie Bar, great. Miss Kelly is on the left, where I met my wife. And now, today, I'm meeting my client, Fleet Street Pub. Probably my favorite bar in Nashville. My client was a little late, and so I took advantage of both the London Pride beer and the free Wi-Fi and did a little work while I waited, but luckily it wasn't too long, and we had a good meal and a good meeting. A big part of what I do as a fractional GC is maintaining that relationship. I want people to think of me as part of their team, part of their business, so that when they grow, I grow with them. And minding those relationships, tending to them, is a big chunk of what I do. But it was a quick meeting, and now we're heading back to the bus station to come back home and work in my office the rest of the day. Have a few calls to answer, a few emails to review, and some docs to redline. Some very, very deep redlining based on the limited amount that I looked at it at the bar before my client came. But anyway, enjoy. I'm curious if anyone would have noticed this, but I actually should have turned right there to go to the bus station. But I actually thought I saw someone I knew up at the other end of this block, so I decided to basically do a big loop and say hi to them. And you know, this is one of the things I love about Nashville. I was born and raised here. I'm a sixth-generation Nashvilleian. I love the city, love the state, love the area, and Nashville feels like a small town sometimes. Like you'll run into people that you know you went to school with, your middle school teacher, your best friend, the person that dated your cousin. I mean, it's honestly a very interesting feeling and an interesting dynamic being in such a big and booming city, but still having those small hometown vibes. And, I hope other people experience that too, but I certainly do. But so I'm not going to complain that it wasn't the person I thought it was, because still would have been nice. And so it wasn't that far out of the way to see. I just want to reiterate how grateful I am how cold they keep the buses. It's not even really a hot day compared to, say, the heat of summer. It was only in the low 80s, but with the sun, it just felt so hot. And the bus felt very nice and cool and comfortable. I can't wait to see how well it works, though, in the middle of July when it's 100 degrees out. But it was very comfortable. And it was just a short ride home. Bye.